What if the secret to unlocking unshakable calm and laser-focused purpose wasn't found in a new app or a productivity hack, but in the quiet wisdom of an ancient Roman emperor? We live in a world that screams for our attention, that tries to sell us happiness in a bottle and peace in a pill. But true power, the kind that can't be taken away by a bad day or a global crisis, is built from the inside out. It's the art of mastering your own mind, not the chaos around you. That's the core of Stoicism. This isn't just dusty philosophy. It's a practical, battle-tested toolkit for navigating the noise of the 21st century. It's about turning your mornings from a frantic race against the clock into a sacred foundation for a day filled with meaning. If you've ever felt tossed around by life's storms, or simply want to replace morning dread with a sense of eager anticipation, stay with me. What we're about to explore could fundamentally reshape how you experience every single day. By watching this until the end, you're proving you're part of a select group, those who don't just want tips, but a transformation. So let's unlock the Stoic strategies to build a morning ritual that doesn't just start your day, but ignites your entire life. First, we must discover our why, the engine that makes getting out of bed feel less like a chore and more like a calling. The Japanese have a concept called Ikigai, which beautifully complements the Stoic emphasis on duty and purpose. It's the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Imagine waking up not to an alarm, but to a mission that excites you. That's the power of Ikigai. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to approach each task as if it were his last, to perform it with complete integrity and focus. When you align your daily actions with this deeper purpose, even the most mundane tasks, folding laundry, answering emails, become infused with significance. So, how do you even begin to uncover this personal mission? It starts with quiet introspection. Ask yourself, what activity makes me lose track of time? What problems do I feel a pull to solve? What can I offer that no one else can? Don't expect the answers to arrive fully formed. It's a process of exploration, of trying things, and paying attention to what feels genuinely meaningful. This isn't a fluffy self-help exercise. It's the foundational work of building a life you don't need a vacation from. When your purpose is clear, your creativity flourishes, your relationships deepen because you're more present, and happiness becomes a steady companion, not a fleeting visitor. As you set your intention for tomorrow, consider what your Ikigai might be. What could be so compelling that you'd spring out of bed, eager to engage with the world? This is the first, most crucial step in crafting a morning and a life with intention. Purpose is the engine that transforms a morning routine into a life's mission. The foundation for a powerful morning is actually laid the night before. The Stoics, particularly Seneca, were masters of intentional living, and they understood that preparation is everything. The quality of your tomorrow is largely determined by how you choose to end today. It's tempting to fall into the trap of numbing out with endless scrolling or late-night television. But that leaves your mind cluttered and restless, setting you up for a groggy, reactive morning. Instead, imagine treating your evening wind down with the same respect you'd give an important meeting. This isn't about rigid self-denial. It's about creating a space that serves your highest good. For instance, powering down screens an hour before bed isn't a punishment, it's a gift to your brain, signaling that it's time to shift from high alert to rest mode. A simple but game-changing practice is to jot down your top 3 priorities for the next day. This single act provides a clear direction, so you wake up with a sense of purpose rather than a fog of ambiguity. This is Stoicism in action, focusing on what you can control, your preparation, and releasing what you cannot, the unpredictable events of the next day. And let's not forget the power of a few minutes of deep breathing or a short meditation before sleep. It's like a reset button for your nervous system, lowering your heart rate and preparing you for deep, restorative rest. It ensures you wake up not just physically, but mentally and emotionally recharged, ready to seize the day. Now imagine those first precious moments of your morning. The world is quiet. The digital chaos hasn't yet begun. It's just you and the potential of a new day. This space, untouched by notifications and alerts, is not just refreshing, it's profoundly empowering. Marcus Aurelius was a master of focused attention. He understood that a mind scattered among a dozen distractions is a weak mind. The quality of your life, he would argue, is directly proportional to the quality of your attention. So how do we apply this in our hyper-connected world? We build a fortress around the start of our day. This doesn't mean swearing off technology forever. It means choosing not to let it be the first voice you hear. The moment you roll over and grab your phone, you surrender your autonomy, immediately reacting to the demands and dramas of the outside world. Instead, claim that first hour for yourself. Dedicate it to activities that nourish your soul and sharpen your mind. Reading, journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in stillness. This isn't wasted time. It's a high-leverage investment in your own well-being. By consciously subtracting the digital noise, you're not just avoiding stress, you're actively building a reservoir of inner peace and clarity that will sustain you through the inevitable turbulence of the day. Mastering your morning isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. Before the world starts making demands, challenge yourself tomorrow. Start the day on your own terms. Resist the pull of the screen. Anchor yourself in the present moment and savor the profound peace and potential that the early hours hold. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. At its heart, Stoicism is about discerning the difference between what is within our control and what is not, and then acting with virtue and intention in the arenas we can influence. Waking up at a consistent time each day is a powerful, tangible practice of this principle. It's a declaration of self-governance, a statement that you, not your fatigue or your whims, are in charge of how your day begins. The Stoics believed in building a life step by step, action by action, finding contentment in each small, deliberate deed. Waking up at the same time might seem trivial, but it's a keystone habit. It creates a stable, predictable launchpad for your entire day. You're no longer rushing, but starting with a grounded sense of control. However, consistency is a battle. The first few weeks are a war with your own biology. Your bed becomes a magnetic force, and the snooze button whispers sweet temptations. This is where the Stoic virtue of perseverance comes into play. It's about reconnecting with your why in that critical moment. It's seeing past the fleeting comfort of those extra 9 minutes and focusing on the long-term identity you're building. You are forging the character of someone who is resilient, disciplined, and intentional. Becoming a consistent early riser, then, is practice for becoming that person in every area of your life. It's self-mastery in microdose. To make consistency your ally, start by setting a crystal-clear intention the night before. I am waking up at 5 a.m. to have quiet time for myself because I am someone who values peace and personal growth. Then engineer your environment for success. Go to bed earlier, let the natural light in. Each morning you succeed. You're not just checking a box, you're reinforcing a commitment to yourself, to your own evolution, and to living a life of deliberate purpose. Amidst all this talk of iron discipline, we must remember a fundamental truth. We are human. Our brains are wired for comfort and instant gratification. This is why building new habits, especially a morning routine, can feel like an uphill battle. And there is incredible freedom in accepting this. It's not a character flaw, it's the human condition. Stoicism, for all its talk of resilience, also profoundly emphasizes self-compassion. Marcus Aurelius's private writings are filled with gentle reminders to himself to be patient and forgiving with his own stumbles. He knew that beating yourself up for every failure is the surest path to stagnation. The goal is to recognize the slip, learn from it, and then let it go without a second thought. When you're trying to cultivate a new habit, there will be mornings. You fail, your alarm will go off, and you'll cave, staying cocooned in your warm sheets. And that's okay. The critical question is, what happens next? Do you spiral into a pit of guilt and self-criticism, effectively ruining the rest of the day? Or do you take a breath, offer yourself forgiveness, and see the next sunrise as a fresh, unblemished opportunity to try again? Self-forgiveness isn't weakness. It's the wisdom of a long-game player. It means you're committed to the journey, ready to navigate the peaks and valleys with grace. This Stoic practice is about understanding our own nature, working with it, not against it, gently nudging ourselves towards the people we aspire to become. It's about celebrating the small victories, learning from the setbacks, and meeting each new day with a heart ready to try again. This isn't just about becoming a morning person. It's about cultivating a mindset that faces life's challenges with a powerful blend of gritty determination and gentle kindness toward oneself. Consider the small but mighty act of placing your alarm clock across the room. It's a tiny act of war against your own inertia. It forces you to physically get out of bed to silence it, turning off the snooze option and committing you to your first conscious decision of the day. It's a small victory. Similarly, making your bed each morning, a task that might seem pointless if no one else will see it, is an act of profound self-respect. It's about telling yourself that your environment matters and that you are the kind of person who brings order to their space. It's a ritual that instills a sense of calm and accomplishment before you've even left the bedroom. These are the building blocks of a disciplined life. Each time you choose to do these little things, you are casting a vote for the person you want to be. You're choosing to be someone who values order, who follows through, and who respects themselves and their surroundings. We focus on these small acts precisely because they are always within our control. We can't control the economy, the traffic, or other people's opinions, but we can control whether we make our bed. This is Stoicism in its most practical, everyday form. Moreover, these small disciplines train us for the bigger challenges. If you can't commit to getting out of bed on the first alarm, how will you commit to that difficult project or to staying calm in a crisis? By conquering these small moments, you sharpen your ability to follow through, to remain steady, and to approach life with a calm, collected demeanor. Start small. Look for these everyday opportunities to practice self-control. Remember, it's in the quiet of the morning, in the decision to rise and impose order on your immediate world, that your character is truly forged. The journey of self-mastery doesn't have to be a solo expedition. Sharing your goals with a trusted person who can support you and hold you accountable can dramatically increase your odds of success. It transforms a personal struggle into a shared adventure, making the path less daunting and far more enjoyable. Think of an accountability partner as your ally in the pursuit of virtue. This is someone who will remind you of your commitment when your resolve is weak, who will encourage you when progress stalls, and who will celebrate your wins, no matter how small. It's a reciprocal relationship grounded in the mutual understanding that we are all striving to become better. The Stoics, from Epictetus to Seneca, placed immense value on community and the sharing of wisdom. They believed we learn and grow through each other, drawing strength from the knowledge that we are not alone in our struggles. In today's world, finding an accountability partner is a modern expression of this timeless principle. A good partner can also offer fresh perspectives, helping you see blind spots in your routine that you might have missed. This partnership goes beyond a simple, "Did you wake up on time?" check-in. It's about engaging in meaningful dialogue about your practice, what's working, what isn't, and how you can both support each other in making adjustments. Look for someone who shares your commitment to growth. It could be a friend, a family member, or a colleague. The key is trust and honesty. Be clear about your goals and what kind of support you need. Set up regular check-ins and be a pillar of support for them in return. This is about building a relationship that inspires and uplifts you both, creating a shared space where honesty and mutual support are the foundation. One of the most powerful, yet often misunderstood, Stoic practices is the contemplation of mortality, Memento Mori. This isn't a morbid fascination with death. It's a call to live. It's a prompt to stop wasting our precious, finite time on trivialities and to focus on what truly matters. Each morning when we wake, we are given a gift, a new day that is absolutely not guaranteed. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself of the fleeting nature of existence to inject urgency and virtue into his actions. By keeping the end in mind, we free ourselves from petty anxieties and focus on our core duties, to live with integrity, to love deeply, and to contribute positively to the world. Incorporating this into your morning routine transforms how you view the next 24 hours. It's not just another Tuesday, it's an irreplaceable opportunity. This realization shifts how you choose to spend your time, who you choose to spend it with, and the legacy you are building, one day at a time. It also provides powerful perspective in the face of challenges. When you remember your time is limited, a traffic jam or a harsh email loses its power to ruin your day. You become more resilient, more focused on the long game, and less likely to be derailed by temporary setbacks. It fosters a deep, bone-deep gratitude for the present moment. How can you practice this? Each morning, take a moment of silence. Look at the day ahead as the precious canvas it is. Ask yourself, if this were my last day, would I be proud of how I'm about to spend it? This isn't about living in fear, but about cultivating a profound appreciation for the now. It's the ultimate antidote to complacency and a powerful reminder to live with intention, purpose, and gratitude. We're often told to visualize success, to focus only on the positive. The Stoics, however, offer a complementary practice that is profoundly empowering: negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum. This isn't about pessimism, it's a tool for resilience. It's the practice of periodically imagining the challenges, losses, or difficulties we might face. This could range from a minor inconvenience like a flat tire to a significant hardship like losing a job. The goal is not to dwell on these scenarios with anxiety, but to mentally rehearse how we would cope, how we would respond with virtue and strength. By contemplating the temporary nature of everything outside our control, we cultivate a deep sense of peace and preparedness. We train our minds so that when life inevitably throws a curveball, we are not knocked flat. We've already played this moment out in our heads and can draw upon our pre-visualized strategies. Paradoxically, this practice also supercharges our gratitude. By imagining life without our loved ones, our health, or our home, we return to reality with a renewed and profound appreciation for them. It's a powerful antidote to taking things for granted. To practice this, spend a few minutes in the morning contemplating a potential challenge of the day. Visualize yourself responding to it with patience, wisdom, and courage. Then let the visualization go and step into your day, carrying with you a sense of quiet preparedness and a heightened appreciation for everything you currently have. Finally, as the day draws to a close, we have another opportunity to practice Stoic wisdom. Keeping a gratitude journal is a beautifully simple yet profoundly effective ritual. Before you sleep, take a few moments to reflect and jot down 3 things you were grateful for that day. It could be anything from a kind word from a stranger to the taste of your morning coffee, to simply the feeling of your soft pillow at the end of a long day. This act shifts your focus from what was lacking, the unmet goals, the minor frustrations, to the abundance that was present. It aligns perfectly with the Stoic emphasis on focusing on what we have, not on what we don't. This simple practice not only sets the stage for a peaceful, untroubled sleep, but it also primes your subconscious mind to wake up with a similar sense of appreciation. Ending your day on a note of positivity, regardless of its challenges, is an act of mental hygiene. It's a way of reaffirming the good, of finding peace even amidst turmoil. This nightly practice creates a ripple effect. It transforms your first thoughts in the morning from a groan at the alarm to a quiet curiosity about what new things you'll get to appreciate today. It deepens your relationships as you become more attuned to the value of the people around you. It connects you more deeply to the world as you start noticing the beauty in ordinary moments. So as we consider all the strategies to enrich our mornings, let's not overlook the power of intentionally closing our day with gratitude. It's a practice that embodies the ultimate Stoic goal, a good life marked not by external possessions, but by inner peace, contentment, and a deep-seated appreciation for the gift of the present moment. As we conclude this exploration of 10 Stoic-inspired practices, it's clear that each one is more than just a step in a routine. They are pathways to building a life of profound intention, unshakable resilience, and deep gratitude. Embracing them doesn't mean every day will be perfect, but it does mean that every day will be met by a stronger, more centered, and more grateful version of yourself. You possess the power right now to transform not just your mornings, but your entire existence into a reflection of the Stoic ideals of wisdom, virtue, and inner peace. Remember, this is just the beginning. A vast world of Stoic wisdom awaits to guide you further on your path to a more meaningful and fulfilled life. If you found this journey enlightening and want to dive deeper, I encourage you to explore the playlist right here on the screen. It's packed with insights and practical tools to help you fully embrace this transformative philosophy. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Stoic Mindset Mastery for more content like this. Leave a comment and share your own experiences with building a morning routine. Let's build this community of growth together. Here's to mornings filled with purpose, days lived with intention, and a life brimming with gratitude. Thank you for being a part of the Stoic Mindset Mastery community. We'll see you in the next video.